Hai CD Lovers, welcome back to another interview of CreativeDisc. My name is Dunde Yuwono dan kali ini seneng banget rasanya Dunde ketemu sama salah satu musisi yang harus kamu dengerin. You have to listen to her song because it's so good. You're gonna love her because of her song. And here with me now, Thea Gustafsson aka Becky and the Bird. Hello Thea, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. You look so great today. Is that in the
You
studio?
too. Yeah, I'm actually in my studio now in Stockholm.
Oh, cool. So how's the quarantine going so far for you?
I'm being pretty lucky. I can go to my studio still, and so I'm trying to just focus on being creative and staying focused and keeping my sanity.
Cool. So congratulations for your latest EP, your debut EP, Trasslig. Tell us more about the
you.
EP, Thea. How's the creating process behind that?
Well, it was very interesting because I think if you're an artist or a songwriter or, creative in any way, I think that you could relate to the process of being, it was both fantastic and at times horrific, because that's what it's like being creative, but it was really fun. I took the time to make it. I wasn't stressed, and because I felt like I needed a little bit more time after my first EP. I needed some time to just gain creativity back and inspiration. And so I wrote it under a pretty long time, but it was fun. It was mostly very fun.
And it's totally worth it because every single song in it, I totally hooked into it. The first time I heard it's like, oh my God, I love this song so much. Especially the Trasslig, the song that also the name of the EP. And also I learned that the EP is, I assume that you want to empower women to be who they are. That's what I learned about the EP after I heard that. Why is it important to you to do that?
Well, I think, empowering women is especially important to me, but it's also equally important for me to just empower everyone to be who they are. But with this special one, I wanted to emphasize women or people who define themselves as women, just because it's a little tough at times, being a woman and being 100% yourself and authentic and feeling like there's a space for you and that you don't have to fit the mold, and that you could be, whatever you like to be, and that's okay, and no one is to tell you that it's not. And so that's what I wanted to get through with the EP.
Because nowadays people tend to following their path into someone else instead of themselves, right? And when the musician tell them that it's okay to be themselves, it's okay to be who they are, it's really empowering to them and realize that it's the most important thing today, right?
Yeah, I felt that too growing up, listening to songs. It just made me feel empowered. And I remember when Christina Aguilera's song came out, Destiny's Child, all the women who are independent.
Right,
and I was like, oh my God, yes, it was such a mood, and and it really helped me. And so I think that songs are important, and so I'm just doing what I can to help.
Wow, that's amazing. Speaking of listening to music though, your songs in the EP are more like a lo-fi kind of song and with atmospheric feeling in it. But what genre that Thea listen to the most? Is that the same with the song that you represent in the EP?
I think that has changed over time. I always come back to my roots, which is jazz music. So I listen to a lot of jazz music. I think when I was making the EP, I was listening to a lot of lo-fi songs just because I feel like I have a tendency to connect more to the lo-fi feeling because it feels more vulnerable, you know, and I love when things are vulnerable, when you can feel that something's there, you know. So I listen to all kind of genres. I just like to think of it as good songs, you know, or like I could listen to basically anything, but as long as it has that nerve, you know. So I guess that most of the time what I'm listening to isn't necessarily huge songs. Like it probably won't be like big pop songs. Like I like when it's more lo-fi or when it's more, you know, small, so that you can feel like you can really tap into the artist and to the song.
Especially when the artist can translate what you're feeling inside of you through that song, right?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's what I feel whenever I heard your music too, Thea. So
that's great. Thank you.
Here's the thing. For the people who haven't heard about your song, especially, which song that you probably suggest them to listen to get to know Thea or Becky and the Birds better?
I would say, if it's from my second EP, I would probably say, it's a difficult one because I think if you want to know me as a producer and as a singer, I would probably say Wandering, just because it's the most, you know, production wise and singing wise. If you want to know me as a person, I would say maybe the first track, actually. She's Already Crazy, because that's how I feel a lot of the time, you know, a little insane, and you know, but yeah, I think all songs kind of define me in different ways. It's just different parts of me that will, I think, continue to just you know, be developed through my process, you know, and as I'm making more songs and more albums and so forth.
Cool. So I know that you're in the middle of promoting this Trasslig EP because it's releasing a couple of days ago. But what is the next step for Thea or Becky and the Birds?
So right now I'm working on an album, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
And I think that it will actually, I'm feeling very inspired right now, and you know, I just want to focus and go into a focus mode, because when I do, I tend to go in very deep and very hard. You know, I don't meet my friends. I don't like, I like to just be staying focused and creative. And so I think I'm going into one of those modes pretty soon, and just like trying to write an album pretty quick this time, because I feel like I have a lot to say and a lot of things that I want to get out. So that will be my number one priority.
Ooh, cool. Can't wait to hear a lot more from you in the near future, yeah?
Thank you.
So my last question will be, any message to your Indonesian fans who happen to watch this video or listening to the podcast here?
I want to say thank you for all of the support, because it's been great. And I really hope that I could, you know, after this whole Corona thing, I hope that I could come by and, you know, see your beautiful country.